Hi, this morning, as we have promised on our website, we're going to do a short video of introduction to HCPCS. Okay, HCPCS Level 2 is one of the subjects that is necessary to have a knowledge if you're going to the medical coding certification. So let's give you first a summary of what they are here, then we're going to go to the computer for more details. HCPCS. It's written HCPCS and it's read HCPCS, right? And these are codes that are managed by CMS, which is the Center for Medicaid and Medicare Center, Medicaid Services, sorry, and they are applied to all the services in the U.S. because of this law, the HIPAA law. Okay, now there are two codes. They're basically two codes of HCPCS. The level 1 HCPCS is the CPT that we already know. We have made a lot of videos for CPT, which is current procedure terminology. And this CPT is maintained by AMA, which is American Medical Association, and it deals with procedures. For example, an example of a code on CPT. For appendectomy, there are various ways of appendectomy, but one of them, the code would be 44950. So if a doctor does an appendectomy, how do we report it? We just give this code 44950. And as you can see, there are four numbers here, just 44950. Okay, this is a procedure that a doctor does. That's the level 1 codes of HCPCS, or they're called also CPT. Now, the level 2, this is what we're going to dedicate our time now. The level 2 is maintained by CMS. Remember that this is maintained by AMA, but the level 2 are maintained by CMS, and it describes the supplies, the things that the doctor uses or orders in order for the patient to get better. So things, okay? So it describes the supplies. For example, if the doctor orders a bathtub chair, a chair that you put in the bathtub so the patient can sit down, then what is the code for that? The code for that is E0240. This is the HCPCS level 2 code for a bathtub chair. So if you're telling an insurance that they need to pay for a bathtub chair, you're not going to tell them bathtub chair, you're going to tell them you need to pay for an E0240. And you can see the difference with the CPT codes. There's the first is a letter, and the next four are numbers. That's the difference. So basically, what is HCPCS level 2 is to identify supplies and other services that are not covered in the CPT level 1. And the difference in the codes, you can automatically tell whether it is a level 1 or level 2 because the first digit is a letter for level 2. And in level 1 or the CPT, the first digit is a number. Okay? The other ones are numbers. Okay. Now I'm going to sit down in the computer and I'm going to show you how you can get more information of the HCPCS using our website. Okay, so Stephanie, please follow me. I'm going to sit down here. As you can see, this is our website, right? And the HCPCS is right here, is this brownish section. It says HCPCS 2 or level 2. And you find it the definition of HCPCS, which is Healthcare Common Procedure Coding System. And this is the level 2. Now, underneath the title, there are some links. And these links are for you to click if you want to know more information in detail, because there are websites that have already done this. We're not going to do it. Again, we just find which websites are, and we tell you. We're going to be updating this constantly. But the first two that we have, the first one is from the AAPC, which is American Association for Professional Coders, right? And then if you click there, you're going to have that it takes you to slides for introduction to CPT, surgery guidelines, HCPCS, and modifiers, right? And now, the specific section of HCPCS, we're going to find it is in page 71. Let me find it here, 71. And I'm going to read it again because this is exactly what we have said. HCPCS level 2. The level 1 here, HCPCS, is CPT. which I already told you, is maintained by AMA, which is American Medical Association, the Association of Doctors. And what does it do? It identifies services and procedures done by doctors, right? Now, the level 2, which is the one we're doing, level 2 HCPCS is maintained by CMS, not by AMA, but by CMS. And what does it deal with? It identifies products, supplies, and services not included in CPT. Okay, so you can, let me go back to our page here. Okay, so we're gonna put our videos here in the white part, and in the brown part, we're gonna put the links that we want you to just go and visit, because they're gonna give you a lot of information. For instance, the second one is prepared by a group of students. It looks like it's a Quizlet. They are, let me see, you see they are electronic flashcards about HCPCS that you can use also to learn more about HCPCS. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to take the camera, and we're going to do 2 examples of how to find codes for HCPCS level 2. Okay, I'm going to take the camera, and Stephanie is going to do the examples. By the way, the book that we're going to use is this one, right? Is the version for this year, 2016, HCPCS Level 2 Expert, and it's by the AAPC, which is the American Association of Professional Coders, right?
Yes.
Okay, so, now let's go to the examples. The first example that we're going to see is, what is this, Stephanie?
This is a bathtub chair.
This is a bathtub chair. Let's say that a patient needs a bathtub chair, so we have to communicate this to the insurance. This is the bathtub chair, right? And now, how do we communicate to the insurance? Let's go to the page down. Okay, this is the whole summary of the problem, right? The item is a bathtub chair, right? There's only one code, and the code 1 through the index is found like this.
First, you go to index.
Go to the index.
Then you go to chair.
Go to chair. The index is alphabetically, so you go to chair. And then?
Then you go to bath.
Okay, you go to your bath, and you find?
You'll find E0240.
40, right? Now you have to check this code in the tabular as with the other coded system. So the code 1 through the tabular is found like this.
First, you go to tabular. Then you go to E0240.
Which is the code that the index gave you, and you read that definition. What is that?
Bath shower chair, with or without wheels, any size.
And the equal sign means that is our code, right? So the answer is E0240, right?
Right.
Okay, let's do another example. What is that?
This is a chest wrap.
A chest wrap, okay? Let's say that a patient needs a chest wrap, and then we're going to communicate that to insurance. Okay, so how do we do it? Okay, the item is a chest wrap. There's only one code, and the code 1 through the index is found like this.
First, you go to index.
Go to the index.
Then you go to wrap.
Wrap.
Chest.
And chest.
Then this is the code E0459.
Okay. Now we're going to double check this in the tabular. So
first, you go to tabular.
Go to tabular.
Then you go to E0459.
Okay.
Chest wrap. That's how you get the answer.
That's the equal sign means that's the answer. That's what the code is, E0459, right?
Right.
Okay. Now we're gonna actually do these 2 problems with the book. Okay. So let's go page up to the first problem. There it is. The bathtub chair, right? You remember the bath. Now Nelly Stephanie is going to do the actual procedure. Okay. So this is the book. She's finding it first in the index. She's going to the index, right?
Yes.
And then she goes to
chair. We go to
chair, and then
bath shower.
Bath shower, and the code is
E0240.
Okay, now we're going to check this in the tabular. The tabular is organized alphabetically, right? So she's finding in the tabular E. Right. Where is it?
Here we go.
Let's see. There it is, right?
Yes.
What does it say?
It says E0240 bath shower chair with or without wheels, any size.
Any size. Okay. So we have found this code. Now the second example. Let's review what was the second example. It was a chest wrap. Right? It is right.
Yes.
And now we're gonna do this with the book, right? So the first thing is to
look for wrap.
go to the index, right?
Go to the index. Yes.
And you start with wrap.
My apologies.
You start with wrap. Where's wrap?
Here you go.
Where's wrap? Right here. Wrap, right?
Yes.
And there's a comma and chest, right? And there's a code there that says
E0459.
okay. Right. Now we're gonna check this in the tabular. So go to the tabular. Just looking for the code in the tabular. That's right. Where is it?
Here we go.
Right. That's right. Exactly what we need, right?
Yes.
E0459 chest wrap. Okay, so that's how we confirm our code, right?
Yes.
Okay, now we're gonna read a little more theory about the HCPCS, and we're gonna end this video like that. Okay, so let's go to the theory. Okay, I'm gonna read. We're gonna read it alternatively, so we can be a little more clearer. Okay,
Yeah.
the purpose for HCPCS codes is to simplify medical billing.
They can be either specific or broad, depending on what medical items are used for the condition of the patient.
For example, you would want to code a scalpel, that is one of the medical tools used for surgery, or types of wheelchair.
Any item that aids a patient while making a recovery should be included for further instructions for a complete recovery.
These codes support medical insurances, Medicare or Medicaid, as standards of durable medical equipment, prosthetics, and orthotics, which the acronym is DMEPOS, right?
Yes. HCPCS are also used to define health plans, such as healthcare programs, nursing policies, group plans, etc.
etc. Okay, HCPCS are important for communicating with medical insurances like Medicaid, according to the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, HIPAA, for its use in billing for classification purposes.
The payment depends on either medically necessity or less expensive options.
Yeah, this means that if you find the code, that doesn't mean that you're going to get paid for it. You will get paid for it according to other guidelines, but you can still code it, right? Okay, without HCPCS, complications could bring trouble to not only the medical insurances, but the clients, patients as well.
We hope this information is helpful, and we are going to post how we code HCPCS for medical coding certification exams. Thank you.
Okay. Can we go to the page where our website is? Do you have it? There's our website. We can just finish the video with our website right here. You can go visit. Thank you. Thanks for watching.